Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look at the euro currency again. So you can see market stands in a tight consolidation right above the major OP target, at least for the daily chart. It looks major. On the daily chart, we still keep our view that any other action probably will happen only after the OP target will be hit. So it means that whether market will just drop lower below the 112 area or it will show some pullback, but that should happen after the hitting of the OP. So we have the medium-term bearish view on the euro currency and suggest that the chances on the breakout attempt of the 112 area looks a bit stronger, more probable than some kind of the bullish reversal, because currently we do not see any fundamental background for major reversal on the euro currency. Because euro in the global financial sphere right now takes the backseat and stands beyond the dollar. So that the Fed estimates the major policy and the relationship on the currency market, while the euro currency mostly, and European Central Bank mostly takes the accommodative policy and follows the dollar. So in such circumstances, it's very difficult to suggest some really big improvement on the euro, at least in the nearest future. So from that standpoint, we treat the possible pullback from the OP target only as the tactical scalp trade. Maybe some kind of the ABC retracement will be on intraday charts that will take the few sessions, but that will be only the pullback. So this is will be just some chance for very short-term trade with the nearest targets. So that's our view on the euro. It means that on the daily, despite that pullback that we've got yesterday, so we have talked about it, as possible retracement is possible, we still think that some leg down should happen, maybe even today, maybe in the beginning of the next week to complete the OP. On the 4-hour time frame chart, yesterday we also talked about the double repo pattern, and we said, well, we think that it's not the double repo because the price action that we see here doesn't correspond to idea of the double repo. In the double repo, the upward action should be very fast. But here we see some gradual choppy action with the deep pullbacks here. So you can see long tails down. This is spike down, so it's very gradual. It mostly reminds the kind of the retracement. It means that here we mostly should wait and see for some bearish continuation patterns. And one of them, for example, could be the Gartley's triple to sell. But on the 4-hour time frame chart, we do not see some details that could be important for euro currency for scalp traders, because this Gartley's triple to sell looks really very interesting and nice. But in reality, it could happen that downward action could start a bit earlier, right from somewhere from these areas. So these levels where the market stands right now. Here's why. So if you take a look at the hourly chart, guys, here we have two different combinations of the extensions. So initial extension, if you will take a look at this one, A, B, C bottom, you will see that market here has hit the OP. And in fact, here market stands at the agreement resistance with the major 618 resistance. If market would show a bit more gradual upward action, slower upward action, but not this rally with the single candle right to the OP, I would say that this is good area for taking the short position. But this acceleration here makes overall situation a bit more difficult, and makes possible another leg up here, right to the target of the pattern that we see here. Is some kind of the ABC reaction on the hourly chart, right to the target possible point of the reversal for Gartley's triple to sell. So here we have another one, ABC pattern, ABC bottom, market here has hit the COP, shows retracement down, and maybe because this impulse was really fast, we can't exclude totally the chances that market could proceed to the OP. It is interesting that this OP coincides with the 1618 extension XOP of this initial ABC bottom pattern. So that's target cluster. And also you can see that 127 butterfly also stands in this area. But at the same time, so it looks very, very good. That's lots of targets, potential butterfly here. It's very nicely looking. It's a potential area where we would take the short positions, 1323 approximately. But at the same time, we can't ignore the fact that market here stands at the agreement resistance. And since we have mostly the retracement, the chances that market could proceed lower right from here is also exist. So this butterfly could not be formed and market could just starting downward action. So what does it mean? It means that there are two moments to watch for. Either wait for a completion of this target and searching for chance to go short around the OP 1320 area, or if market will start show deeper retracement and faster dropping right to the C point, it will mean that probably no action to the OP will happen, because here OP is already hit, has been hit, and here market has completed the COP target. So that's two major moments to watch for. So market just completes COP, starting dropping here. And personally, based on action that we see here, well, it's really very probable that market will continue a downward action right from here. Because if we would correct about retracement feature of this action, hitting of the major 618 resistance looks more natural than some upward continuation to the OP that actually stands somewhere not at the fib level, and for retracement it's a bit more extended. From that standpoint, personally I think that's more chance just for immediate downward continuation in euro. But let's see what will happen. Still it doesn't change the overall setup of the daily OP. It just provides some details how this action could happen, but it will make no impact on the picture that we have on a daily chart.